Vladimir Putin is one of the most powerful people in the world, so naturally he has a lot of enemies. Welcome to RichAddict. In today's video, we will be looking at Russian President Vladimir Putin's insane security detail. There is a lot of mystery surrounding Putin's personal security unit. Most of the information available about them is based on rumors that we have no way of confirming. That being said, the little we do know about his personal security unit has led us to conclude that they are one of the most well-staffed, well-trained, and efficient teams on the planet. This, of course, is a requirement for the personal guard of the second most powerful person on Earth. Putin's security team is meticulous in their research, planning, and execution. They pay attention to every detail and determine the potential threats in a specific location months before Putin even steps foot there. During their analysis, they consider factors such as the local culture, recent criminal activity, how Putin is perceived by the locals, and even potential natural disasters. His security team usually arrives at a location that the president will visit months before the date of the intended visit. Once they arrive, they organize their staff and assign various responsibilities before constructing an efficient security schedule that will guarantee the Russian president has a safe arrival, a safe stay, and a safe departure. They also prepare the accommodation where the president will be staying. They make sure there are no threats within the president's immediate environment. Putin's security team also works towards eliminating possible instances that could lead to surprise attacks. They do this by making all the necessary repairs and doing their best to make the president's accommodation as comfortable and functional as they possibly can, so that there will be no need for any local repairmen or technicians to visit the president's living quarters. They then begin to work on a series of tasks, one of which is to install jammers that will block radio detonation signals from reaching the president's location. This task is usually carried out by the team's IT engineers and technicians. The president's surveillance team pings all the communication devices that are close to the president's location in order to monitor suspicious activity. That's right, the Russian government permits the president's security team to use tapping hardware and software to breach the privacy of Russian citizens in order to keep the president safe. They are also allowed to break into any public or private building or facility without a permit. They can also carry out searches and take people into custody for questioning if the people are suspected of plotting to harm the president. Only after they are certain that the president can visit the location without falling victim to any threats will the president be allowed to visit the location. The extension of Putin's personal security detail is the Federal Protective Services. Though the bulk of their records are classified, we do know that there are at least 50,000 employees working in the Federal Protective Service. Though Putin is their priority, they also provide security for other officials such as the Prime Minister, speakers of the state, ministers of foreign affairs and defense, and other statesmen that have been granted special protection by the president's special order. The Federal Protective Service has a unit that is dedicated to providing the president with the best personal security the state can offer. Though most countries require the members of such special units to have real war experience, Putin does not require this at all. Soldiers are trained to attack, but bodyguards are trained to protect. It is unlikely that Putin's enemies would attack him openly, so Putin's guards must be able to identify suspicious activities such as unnecessary handshakes, food and clothing gifts, bomb threats, poisons, or sniper attacks. This means that when it comes to protecting Putin, intelligence is more important than combat experience. His guards must be able to predict potential threats and notice existing threats long before they are able to cause harm to the president. It is also important that they are able to do this without bringing their activities to anyone's attention. The last thing they want to do is cause panic and make the president's security look vulnerable. The Russian president's image and reputation are just as important as his well-being. If Putin looks like an easy target, then his enemies will likely become bolder in their attempts to take him out. The security team only accepts members that are below the age of 35, weigh between 75 and 90 kilograms, and have a height between 175 and 190 centimeters. Putin's guards are fluent in multiple languages and have a deep understanding of politics, negotiation, and human behavior. They are skilled at reading body language and must be able to predict a person's intention before they carried out the intended action. Though they aren't required to have a lot of combat history, Putin's guards are highly trained in martial arts and are very capable of defending the president if they are attacked openly. They are trained to have a high stamina, high resistance to extreme weather conditions, and speed and agility. His guards are always perfectly fit and usually abstain from alcohol and cigarettes, although they are permitted to indulge in this when they are off work. Due to the stressful nature of the work, the guards are forced to retire by 35 before the strain is too much for them to bear physically. Whenever Putin is in public, the guards surround him in 4 circles. The circle of guards that are closest to the president are his personal guards, who usually wear dark suits and shades with an earpiece and/or a briefcase. They are always on high alert and do not hesitate to put the people who come in contact with Putin in check if they cross even the most seemingly insignificant boundary. If there is a threat, they can immediately surround Putin like a wall of human shields and will literally hurl him into a getaway car if it is necessary. Their duty to protect Putin far exceeds any protest that anyone, even the president, could make. The briefcases they walk around with are bulletproof and are used as shields to protect the president from getting hit by bullets. They are usually armed with a 9mm Gurza pistol, which is capable of letting off 40 bullets per minute and tearing through the toughest of bulletproof vests. The second circle is just as important as the first, if not more. They hide in the crowd and dress informally to blend in. They are always on the lookout for potential attackers. The third circle has the duty of filtering who is allowed to get within the second circle. Any suspicious person will either be taken into questioning or forced to leave the environment. One can imagine that it would be nearly impossible to take out Vladimir Putin. Though his security detail might seem a little excessive, they are also completely necessary. That brings us to the end of today's video. If you enjoyed this video, you can let us know by hitting the like button. To be among the first to know when we drop a new video, subscribe and hit the bell button for regular notifications. Until next time, have a great day.